Now, a little closer to home, big changes in education could impact Montana families. MTN's Megan Elaine looked into what a plan to dismantle the Department of Education might mean for special education students here at home.
While debate over federal funding plays out on a national stage, what happens in Washington could shape the school day here in Montana, especially for special education. I sat down with Kat Patterson, a Bozeman mom of a special needs child.
She just has this amazingly unique way of looking at things and looking at the world and approach to problem solving, and her challenge comes in is when she can't quite articulate it.
This is just some of the ways Kat describes her daughter Evie. She tells me the school district has been a lifeline for her daughter, now a high school senior.
And when she didn't always see eye to eye with some teachers, there was always at least one that she could lean on for support and who we could lean on to make sure that she gets what she needs.
With funding questions looming, Kat believes it's more important than ever for families to speak up.
So whether it's advocating for your child at a school meeting with teachers, don't be afraid to voice your opinion and let people know how you're feeling.
As for what happens next, even school leaders aren't sure.
We don't know at this point what the future holds with regards to the Department of Education and federal funding for special education services.
Chad Berg is Bozeman School District's Director of Special Education. He shows me a graph of funding sources for special education. The red represents federal funds, and while it might not look like a lot,
the federal funding shortfalls that have historically been there since the first passage of special education law really shifts then the responsibility for funding special education to local communities.
A recent executive order from President Trump aims to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education, shifting responsibility to the states. While officials say federal support will continue, many families and school leaders are worried about what that actually means.
Without that kind of federal oversight, then that would be a missing piece in terms of just that structure of accountability and how we support kids and families.
In the Department of Education website, Secretary Linda McMahon says shifting education to the states will unshackle teachers and end progressive social experiments.
The lack of high quality, readily available information, not knowing whether the future for Title I or IDEA special education funding, not knowing whether that's stable, creates instability in and of itself.
Berg is concerned about programs that support students of disabilities and low-income areas.
In this state of uncertainty, our teachers are going to be there every day, and they're going to be providing supports for kids and families.
Patterson says it truly takes a village and hopes that the kind of support remains no matter what happens at the federal level.
And then advocating legislatively, making sure that those who are elected to the positions to represent you know what direction you want them to go, what you want them to support, and why those areas are important to you.